What are some movies you think would have been better received had they been released earlier than they were? And movies that you think would have been released later than they were? So, I mean, two in the superhero genre that immediately you think that would have gone over better later would be Unbreakable and Watchmen, where both of them are subversions of the genre before the genre had been established in cinema. Like, Watchmen is a comic book, goes back to the 80s, and it was this subversion, deconstruction of the comic book genre, of actual comic books. But you get to the late zeros, and the comic book movies have been coming out, but it wasn't like established the way that it ended up being post 2008. So 2008 rolls around. You start to think, we'd never had a large scale superhero team up movie when Watchmen came out. So Watchmen, the deconstruction of superhero teams, the movie version of it comes out before we've done Avengers or Justice League. So it was just inherently years ahead of the curve. And likewise, Unbreakable, this sort of spin on superheroes about a decade ahead of time. So those are two that immediately come to mind. Sequels that might have done better that came out sooner. Some of those are a little bit tough because it's not even specifically the release. Like, I think if you release Unbreakable or Watchmen with only minor tweaks a few years post Avengers, maybe post Justice League, they're received differently and they do better. Like, I think of some other ones that were just too little too late. Dial of Destiny felt too little too late, but it was also the movie was broken. Like, there's just some issues here. Or a lot of comedy sequels that came 15 years too late. The movie wasn't good and it was 15 years too late. So I can't think of one that was like, this movie as is, that's good. You just need to come out a little bit sooner. So maybe there's something that, I think you could take any of the DCEU movies from last year and you just release Aquaman 2, that same movie, in the year, COVID messes this up, but if COVID didn't mess it up, you release Aquaman 2-3 years after the first Aquaman, it makes $200 million more dollars. Same exact movie, no changes. Any of those DCEU movies from last year, you just release them in 2019, 2018, whatever. I think they all do better. But you release them after you've already said, hey, we're pulling the plug on this universe. This stuff means nothing. Ha ha! You drop Blue Beetle, 2019, makes twice as much money. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.